In the gritty streets of a city weighed down by crime and poverty, the thief prowls for an easy score. A small-time criminal with a long list of petty offenses, he spots a gleaming SUV parked alone near a construction site. It's an opportunity too good to pass up. With quick, practiced moves, he disables the car alarm and slips inside, hoping to find valuables he can steal and pawn off for quick cash. The interior is pristine, almost unnaturally clean, as if inviting him in. He rummages through the glove box and center console, frustrated by the lack of obvious loot. Without warning, the doors lock themselves with a loud mechanical click. The thief freezes, confused at first, thinking he triggered some high-end security system. He tries the door handles, punches at the windows, and even searches for manual overrides, but nothing works. Panic sets in when he realizes the car is completely sealed. No matter how hard he pounds or kicks, he can't escape. The vehicle is soundproof, trapping him in total isolation from the outside world. His heart races as he searches for his phone, only to find he has no signal inside the SUV. Trapped like an animal, the thief's early confidence crumbles into raw fear. As he sits back, breathing heavily, the car's screens flicker to life, hinting that someone, somewhere is watching him. Unknowingly, the thief has just stepped into a meticulously laid trap. The real nightmare is only beginning. Still trapped inside the SUV, the thief's anxiety deepens. Every attempt to escape has failed, and the world outside remains oblivious to his frantic struggles. The interior lights dim slightly, and from the car's sleek dashboard screen a phone icon begins to flash. A call comes through, but the number is hidden. With no other option, he answers. A calm, almost amused voice greets him, the owner of the vehicle. The voice immediately makes it clear that he knows who the thief is. He references the thief's criminal history, childhood mistakes, and even mentions time spent in juvenile detention. Stunned and unnerved, the thief tries to shout and threaten his unseen captor, but the voice stays composed, treating him more like a specimen than a person. The voice explains that he has been watching the thief through hidden cameras embedded throughout the SUV. The thief glances around, spotting the tiny, near-invisible lenses that record his every move. Realizing he's not just locked inside, he's being observed and judged. His fear shifts into rage. He demands to be let out, punching the windows and yanking at the doors. The voice ignores his outbursts. Instead, he calmly outlines the rules. The thief's survival depends entirely on his behavior. The SUV is no ordinary car, it's a fully controlled prison, and the voice holds all the keys. As the call cuts out, leaving only silence behind, the thief realizes that escape won't be easy. He's not facing just a machine, he's facing a man who sees himself as judge, jury, and execution. Trapped and at the mercy of an unseen tormentor, the thief braces himself for what's next. The SUV's sterile interior feels increasingly hostile. Without warning, the seat beneath him delivers a powerful electric shock. He howls in pain, scrambling to his feet, only to be hit again when he tries sitting down. The shocks are precise, controlled, and cruel, a clear message from the voice. Resistance will be punished. Moments later, the climate control system begins to turn against him. The temperature inside the car skyrockets, becoming an unbearable furnace. The thief sweats profusely, gasping for air as the heat wraps around him like a suffocating blanket. Then, without transition, the system plunges the cabin into frigid cold. His sweat turns icy against his skin, and he begins to shiver violently. Desperation and exhaustion start to weigh him down. He tries shouting, pleading, and smashing at the controls, but the SUV's systems remain locked beyond his reach. Every aspect of the vehicle is rigged to keep him in a state of constant physical and mental distress. It's not just a trap, it's a tool of psychological warfare. The voice crackles over the speakers occasionally, offering casual observations about the thief's behavior, almost as if he's running an experiment. The thief realizes that he's not just being punished for this crime, he's being broken down, piece by piece. The SUV has become a living prison, and unless he finds a way to fight back, it will destroy him from the inside out. Time loses all meaning for the thief as he remains trapped inside the sadistic SUV. His throat is parched, his lips cracked and bleeding. The climate swings between brutal heat and freezing cold have drained him physically and mentally. His body trembles, whether from cold, fear, or exhaustion, he can no longer tell. He claws at the windows with bleeding fingers, but nothing gives. The outside world remains silent, oblivious to the suffering happening just inches away. As the hours stretch endlessly, dehydration begins to claim him. His vision blurs and dizziness threatens to pull him into unconsciousness. Desperation strips away whatever pride he had left. In a moment of raw survival instinct, the thief urinates into an empty bottle and, gagging, forces himself to drink it. It's a horrifying, humbling moment, but his need to survive outweighs his shame. The voice occasionally echoes through the speakers, delivering cold, detached commentary on the thief's condition. He points out how quickly humans revert to their basest instincts when truly cornered. Every word is designed to push the thief further toward hopelessness. The thief's anger has given way to a hollow numbness. He realizes no one is coming to rescue him. Whatever tricks he thought he had are useless against the voice's complete control. The SUV isn't just a cage, it's a stage where the thief's downfall is being orchestrated for an invisible audience. As the thief slips into a restless, broken sleep, the vehicle's dashboard lights up again, signaling that his ordeal is far from over. Trapped and at the mercy of an unseen tormentor, the thief braces himself for what's next. The SUV's sterile interior feels increasingly hostile. Without warning, the vehicle's audio system blares deafening, disorienting static, making it impossible for him to think. The thief clutches his ears, screaming, but the noise only intensifies, a relentless assault on his senses. The voice comes over the speakers, cool and detached. He tells the thief that his past sins have earned him this punishment, being forced to relive his wrongs in vivid detail. The thief's fists pound the dashboard, but it's no use. He has no control, no say, and no way to stop what's happening. The SUV remains his unyielding prison, and the thief, trembling and trapped, understands that escape isn't just about saving his own life anymore. It's about enduring the voice's sadistic game. But with no way out, he has no idea how to survive the nightmare unfolding around him. After the SUV's relentless torment, the thief slumps in the seat, paralyzed by guilt and fear. His hands shake uncontrollably. The voice returns over the speakers, quieter now, almost sympathetic, like a predator speaking softly to its prey. The voice shifts tactics from physical torture to psychological warfare. He begins to dig deep into the thief's past, recounting every mistake and sin, from petty thefts to abandoned relationships. The voice's knowledge is unsettlingly personal. He mentions the thief's estranged daughter, painting vivid pictures of the life the thief could have had but threw away. Although the voice never claims to know the daughter's location or threatens physical harm, the emotional manipulation is brutal. He frames the daughter as the ultimate victim of the thief's failures, suggesting that the thief's fate inside the SUV is a natural consequence of the pain he's caused others. The thief tries to fight back, shouting that the voice doesn't know anything about him, but deep down the words sting with truth. His guilt festers, gnawing at what little hope he has left. Every insult, every accusation, chips away at his defenses. He grabs the gun, hands shaking, and aims at the bulletproof window. His heart pounds. Freedom might be one shot away. He pulls the trigger. The bang is deafening, but the bullet bounces back, slicing his leg. Pain explodes, blood soaking his pants. The thief's desperation pushes him to act. He reaches for the car's system controls, looking for any way to gain control. His hands shake as he rips at wires beneath the dashboard, managing to disrupt part of the SUV's automation. The vehicle's lights flicker, and the oppressive systems, shocks, climate swings, and cameras sputter and die. For the first time in hours, he feels some sense of agency. But as the thief's hope surges, the voice crackles through the speakers, distorted and panicked. The sabotage has severed his remote control, leaving him powerless. The voice, no longer the calm, calculating tormentor, rages briefly before falling silent, his connection to the SUV cut off. The SUV's PSU systems remain dormant, signaling the end of the voice's reign. The thief, though battered and bloodied, is free from the man who tormented him. But the cost of that freedom weighs heavily on him. The wreckage of the SUV lies in a twisted heap, the air heavy with smoke and the scent of burning rubber. The thief is barely conscious, his body battered and bloodied from the violent ordeal. His head spins, but he fights to stay awake, determined to escape the nightmare that's held him captive for so long. The pain from the ordeal is sharp, but it's nothing compared to the terror and torment he's endured inside the car. For a few agonizing moments, the thief just lies there, his eyes blinking slowly as he processes the silence. With a great deal of effort, the thief pushes himself up against the car's mangled interior, his limbs trembling from exhaustion. His fingers fumble with the shattered window controls, and with one last push of willpower, he manages to break through the glass. Cold air rushes in, a stark contrast to the stifling heat he'd endured for so long. The thief crawls out of the wreckage, breathing in the fresh, open air for the first time in what feels like forever. The night is still, but the horrors he's survived have left him hollow, disconnected from everything he once knew. His thoughts drift to his daughter, his estranged daughter. He can't shake her image from his mind, and for the first time in ages, guilt grips his heart. He's been given a second chance at life, but at what cost? The man who had terrorized him is gone, but the emotional scars are deep, and they'll follow the thief long after the physical ones heal. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth recaps and reviews. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the hidden truths in every story.